Welcome everybody, I'm Justin Freeman and this is RunTheSims.com. Run the Sims is a premium tool site for all your fantasy needs. Whether you're into season-long fantasy, daily fantasy, or sports betting, we've got tools for all of it. We've put a lot of time into thinking exactly what you need to be a successful fantasy player, and we think we've got an edge on the field. I'd love to take a moment to walk you through our site and tell you a little bit about what makes us different from our competitors. As our name indicates, Run the Sims is based on the power of simulation. What we do here at this site is simulate every play of every game every week 10,000 times. That's a lot of data points, and we get a full range of outcomes on every single player. And we're excited to share that with you in a really easy to use format in a way that's guaranteed to give you a leg up on the competition. We can't guarantee results, but we guarantee this process will be as good as anywhere that you can find in the fantasy world. Let's go to runthesims.com/NFL, which gets you to our dashboard page, which is my favorite way to navigate the site. Towards the top of the page here, you'll see RTS content. We have partnered with some of the best content creators in the fantasy business, and they have helped you find our site here, and we want to return the favor and promote their work here at the top of this page. They're putting out great content, and you'll find that there in your content feed there for free. You'll also have free options here in the season-long fantasy section of the site. We have a projection builder which allows you to go in and make modifications on any player of any team and see how that would impact their final fantasy rankings. And you can get position rankings through that as well, and that's all fully downloadable. It's a lot of fun to go in there and play around with those projections. It can really help you in your fantasy drafts as they come up this fall. If you're just wanting straight to the answers there, you can download our projections. You can also access our season-long rankings or download our best ball rankings. Those will fit right into your Underdog Fantasy app, and you can have the default ranks reset to the Run the Sims ranks there in your Underdog Fantasy app. As we scroll down to daily fantasy, these are our premium options. So while the season-long fantasy things were available with just a free account, our daily fantasy options do require a premium NFL All Access account, which you can get now by clicking subscribe in the top right corner of your browser. So here we have our classic optimizer, which if you have played around with optimizers on other sites, this should feel really familiar. You'll have the ability to create up to 300 lineups, and you'll be able to utilize a variety of different projection sources based on what your needs are. So I think you'll find that to be both familiar and fresh at the same time. Our DIY Simulator HQ is the thing that I'm honestly the most excited to tell you guys about. This is going to allow you to go into any player on any game and change our assumptions and be able to rerun an entire slate to get some optimal results. This means you'll get actual lineups sent to you on your screen that are the optimal lineups in each and every one of your simulations. You'll also see our bankroll tracker product. This is a premium add-on that allows you to be able to see your lifetime profitability in playing DFS. You can upload your results files from DraftKings, FanDuel, Fantasy Draft, Super Draft, Yahoo, any of those 5 sources, and be able to see a plot of your lifetime wins and losses in DFS. It's a great way to make sure that you're being responsible in your play and understand where your wins and losses come from. You'll also see our lineup builder coach, which allows you to enter in a classic NFL lineup and get some feedback right there on the spot. Do you have too much ownership for a tournament lineup? We'll tell you that. Do you not have enough correlation inserted in your lineup? We could tell you that too. You'll get some automatic feedback based on what the lineup is you want to play in a GPP for the week. Next, you'll see our rangefinder player tool. This allows you to compare any 2 players or groups of players to one another and see their full range of outcomes utilizing our simulation tech. So what you'll do here is be able to, if you're stuck on a 2v2 in your DFS lineup or a 1v1, you can actually queue in both of those sides and see which one has a more positive win rate. Next is our Optimize the Slate feature, which allows you to pick any slate available for a week on DraftKings, FanDuel, or Yahoo and find the optimal results. How often does any player pop up in an optimal lineup right there on the spot? Our percentile projections allow you to access our simulation data to determine where a player's range of outcomes lies. It doesn't make much sense to be building tournament lineups with median projections, so you can use our ceiling projections instead, which are accessible there in that area. Our salary multiplier rates allow you to determine how often do players hit various salary thresholds. We know that we're looking for numbers like 3x or 4x on our tournament performance. In other words, that means that if a player is priced at $7,000 on DraftKings, we may be looking for him to score at least 21 points or 28 points in that situation. So we can tell you exactly how often a player hits one of those salary multiplier thresholds there in that app. And again, everything in this section here is a premium app, meaning it requires at least an NFL All Access package, and the bankroll tracker product is sold as part of the bundle as well. Next, you'll see our Advanced Stats Hub, which is another area that is completely free. You'll be able to leverage the NFL Fast R database, which we've made accessible to you guys through a series of easy-to-use apps. We all know that volume is king in fantasy football, so keeping an eye on where the ball's going with our market share tracker app is maybe the most useful thing that you can do here. But the folks at NFL Fast R have some really detailed analytical data, including win probability models and expected points added models, if you're wanting to find out a little bit more about the true football side of things, which can be a bit more predictive for us on the daily side. As we look at the sports wager section, we have 6 different calculators for you to take advantage of. Plus, we have our premium prop betting tool. This will allow you to choose any stat category for any player in any game and determine whether or not there is profitability and expected value to be found on either side of a betting line. For instance, if you have a Patrick Mahomes passing yardage line of 299.5, you can key that into our player prop tool and we'll tell you exactly how often he exceeds or fails there and what a recommended bet size might look like. That'll do it for all of our apps, but keep in mind that we do have a Discord available for any membership, whether free or premium, and we have a number of promo codes at some pretty tremendous partners, including Underdog Fantasy, so be sure to check those out. We're excited with the product that we've offered here at runthesims.com. We think that the tools here can really help make a difference in your fantasy play. Again, whether it's season long, daily, or sports betting, we really do have a tool for every occasion. So we hope that you'll use this time in the preseason as we lead up to NFL Week 1 to try us out. Give us a test drive. Go to the top right corner of your browser, create a free account right now. See if it's the right fit. See if we fit into your process. And if so, we hope that you'll consider purchasing a premium subscription. We're confident that you'll have a great time on the site. And if you don't, please reach out to us and give us feedback. We certainly welcome that all the time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Hope you guys will give us a chance and test drive the site for us. That would mean a lot. Appreciate you coming to support us. We'll talk to you again soon.